back to my channel. So I'm back with another story time, and actually this is not going to be a story time. This video is going to be another movie video, but instead of movies, I love watching shows. So I kind of want to talk a little bit about the shows that I watched this month and recommend some. I think most of them I do recommend. Let's just start and get through them as fast as I can. Okay, I promise. But yeah, let's get started. Of course, I am going to be drinking throughout my video. It's just water this time, okay? I literally have no alcohol or anything like that. So I'm just going to be drinking water today, but if you guys want to drink anything you guys want, go get them and let's get started. Salud. So the first show that I have on my list, because I have a list, is Julie and the Phantoms. I absolutely love this show. So very quick synopsis. This show is about a girl that ends up losing her mother, and one day her father tells her to pick up their studio. And while she's picking up the studio, she finds a CD and it's Sunset Curve. When she puts it in, all of a sudden some phantoms appear, and it's from that band she was listening to, Sunset Curve. And from there, the story goes on, and it is, let me tell you, a little cheesy for sure. It gives me a lot of high school vibes. I'm sorry, High School Musical vibes, not high school, but just like High School Musical. And if you're into that, if as a kid you watched that movie, you're gonna absolutely love Julie and the Phantom. And another cool thing is that the producer, I believe the director, the one who made High School Musical, he also made Julie and the Phantom. So that's why I feel like they seem very similar. They have like that same vibe. Not obviously the same story, but just the vibe of it. It feels like High School Musical, but the story is great. I think it's a great show. It is kid friendly, so you can watch it with your kids. And the sad thing that makes me want to cry is that there's not going to be a season 2. There's only one season. I still recommend it. I watch it. I don't know how many times I've seen it before, but I still recommend that first season. It ends in a cliffhanger, but sadly, there's not going to be a second season. But still recommend. It is on Netflix right now, so go watch it and check it out. So next show is Wednesday, and I swear everybody and their mother has seen this show, and it's a pretty good show. Let me just tell you real quick the synopsis. So this show is basically of Wednesday Addams, the Addams family. So it takes place in the universe, the Addams family, and basically after a very bad prank, Wednesday kind of gets kicked out of the high school and it's sent to another high school that's they have weirdos. There's also people that know magic, werewolves, sirens, I believe, like the mermaids, basically. So it is like a high school of just, I don't want to say weirdos, but people have abilities within them. And she kind of has to investigate a murder and who's doing this while she is going through high school. And there is a lot involved, but that's pretty much the synopsis of this show. And honestly, when I saw it, I love Jenny Ortega. I think she is an amazing actor. She is super great. Every time she was a main character, I was completely invested, and I love when they put Wednesday Adams and you're seeing her act, and I think she is amazing. I just feel like it was a lot. Okay, it was a lot. She did a lot. It was a lot of stories kind of mushed together. I feel like if they just kind of cleaned it a little bit and didn't put so much stuff in it and like so much things she has to do, I feel it would have been a lot better. But with that said, it's still great. It's still a great watch. Absolutely, they're gonna have a season 2 because it was like a hit. Everybody and their mother, like I said, watch this. So I feel like, yeah, there's absolutely going to be a season 2. It is great. It's just too much for me, but it's definitely a recommend just to watch Jenny Ortega because she is great in this show. So next show I'm going to talk about is Never Have I Ever, and I've seen this show I don't know how many times, okay? I think it is a great, great show. So basically, this show is about the main character. She ends up losing her dad in a concert. And because of that, like trauma she has, she end up losing the ability to walk. One day they were getting groceries with her mom, and this hot high school guy is playing with his friends just out there, just in the parking lot. And the main character, Davy, she ends up regaining her ability to walk again with the help of this guy, I guess you could say, because he was so hot. But that's basically I don't want to say anymore, but I can relate to this character, okay? Like when I was in high school, I wanted the attention of guys, and I've talked about this a little bit in my stories and how I wanted the attention of guys and how I kind of navigate through like sexuality and high school and just friendships. And I think it's all of that. It is definitely like a coming to age type of show. So if you're into that, definitely watch this show. It is 3 seasons long. All seasons are really, really good. Okay, so like I said, I mean, it's a little cheesy. It is like a drama. So if you're into that, go check it out at Netflix. So, next show, I absolutely love reality TV. And it's not for everybody, okay? If it's not for you, that's fine. But I love reality TV. I know that some things are like not fake, but like I guess scripted, but I still love it for the drama and just kind of seeing it, like seeing other people's drama and not focusing on mine just makes me feel a little better. So this next show is called F-Boy Island, and it's great. Very, very quick synopsis. F-Boy Island is about 3 girls that want to find a boyfriend, and basically they put these 3 girls with like a whole bunch of guys, and some guys are good guys, some guys are F guys, and you kind of have to weave out the F guys to get to the good guys, but you don't know who is who. And at the end, if you get a good guy, you guys could just be together. If you get an F guy, he might take the money, and it's like that, okay? And I thought it was so awesome. There is 2 seasons. At the end, there's just a twist to that second season, and definitely go watch it if you're into reality. I think it's very, 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 very interesting and very full of drama, so I recommend that show. And I don't know if I said it, but it is on HBO. So like I said, I absolutely love reality TV, and I have another reality TV show. It's called Too Hot to Handle, and I'm sure everybody and their mamas have watched Too Hot to Handle, but if you haven't, it is basically about a group of hot people, and they go to this island thinking that they're gonna have fun and kiss and have the dance with no pants and do all these wild things. But they realize they have rules in this house, and they can't kiss, they can't have the dance with no pants, they can't have what's called masturbation. So they can't do anything of that, because if they do it, they will lose money from the main prize that everybody is basically sharing. This show is awesome. I haven't really seen a reality TV show like that, but it is great. It has great drama, and right now they are, I believe, third season or fourth season, and I absolutely loved this last season because every season there's something new. Something new happens, a new drama, new something, and I like that. I like that they keep everything fresh, and it's new. It's not the same thing you've seen in every single season, because obviously you know the premise of every single season, but they do add new stuff to it, and I think it is great. It is drama filled, and if you want something just mindless to watch and just turn it on and just, forget about your drama and watch other people's drama, watch this show. I absolutely recommend Too Hot to Handle at Netflix. I realize that Netflix and HBO, great shows. So the next show is White Lotus. So White Lotus is basically about some families that they go to a hotel, and it's called White Lotus, and the first season, it does take place at Hawaii, and they go to this hotel, and there's just drama. Each family has their own little drama they have to resolve while they're in this trip. And girl, let me tell you, this show is so awesome. Like, I definitely recommend it. It is very dramatic. It is also a murder mystery kind of like involved with it, and I think it's so interesting of all of the things that these families are going through, and it is just a great show. It is amazing. I feel like the ending, to me, the first season, it is so satisfying. I don't know if I should say that, but I feel like it does end in a good way, sort of, kind of, in quotes. But there is 2 seasons. I didn't really like season 2. I did like it. I mean, it is great. It is drama. There's different families. It is in a White Lotus, but located, I believe, in Rome or in Paris. I don't know, but somewhere there. And it is still great. I just feel like the ending wasn't so satisfying like the first season, but still great watch. I would recommend both first season, second season in the White Lotus, and it is in HBO. So go check it out. It is great. I don't want to say any more than that, but yeah. You could tell I love reality TV because there's another show. It's called The Circle, and I always recommend the show to everybody. I think it is unique, like, twist to a show, because basically the whole point of this show is to be popular. Every contestant is in their own little apartments, and the way they communicate with other contestants is by kind of an app called The Circle. And the whole point is that they have to be the most popular person in the circle. And there is a little twist to it. They do have catfishes. So some people pose as other people, but they're completely different. It could be like an old guy posting as a girl, and it's just so funny how like they flirt with each other, and it's like a guy and a guy flirting with each other. And obviously, like, guys could do that, but like, like straight guys, and it's just funny and hilarious, and it is a very unique twist to a reality TV, and I feel like it is a great show. I recommend, because there's like, I don't know, 6 seasons, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but there's a lot of seasons. I recommend, if you're gonna start this show, start in season 2. Season 2 is where it kicks off. Season 1 to me was very slow. So I would say start with season 2, fall in love with it. Once you're in love with it, you could either go back to season 1 or you could continue season 3 and then watch season 1 at the end, okay? But it is a great show. I absolutely love it and I recommend it. It is also at Netflix. So this is gonna be the last show I'm gonna talk about. I am trying to go through them very quickly so you guys don't get bored. But this last show is called The Flight Attendant. I did talk about this actor before. I believe her name is Kaylee. She comes out in The Big Bang Theory, and the movie I recommended in Cute Meets or Meet Cute, something like that. But I absolutely love Kaylee. I think sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but she is a great actor and she came up with another show. So this show is called The Flight Attendant, and it's basically about a flight attendant that gets drunk and her life is a mess. And one day she is in the airplane and this hot guy kind of hits on her. They end up going out and they end up in bed. But when she wakes up the next morning, he is gone. And she just kind of freaks out. So that's all I'm going to say. I think the show is awesome. It is a little weird, okay, because you kind of go to her head, like what she's thinking, and she sees like this unalive guy, and she's trying to make sense of what's going on and who killed him. And then it kind of cuts back to reality, and then it goes back to her head, and then it goes back to reality, and it switches off back and forth. And it's a very good murder mystery. And yeah, it's a great show. I definitely recommend it. There is a second season. The second season wasn't my favorite. It was still very, very interesting. But I feel like the first season was the best season. And yeah, I definitely recommend. It is a great drama mystery and it is on HBO. That's it. Those are my shows. I told you they're all from Netflix and HBO. That's what I've been watching the most, Netflix and HBO, and they have some great shows there. You should go watch them if you are intrigued on what I said on the little synopsis that I give. I recommend all of the videos, all of the shows that I just said, but that's pretty much it. That's the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do have another movie video and probably another show video that I could do. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for that. I'll see you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.